filter in between. We use light waves to trigger your brain. And then after 1 minute of triggering process, you're immediately into your favorite learning and focus state.
You know how to boost your focus and your concentration in an efficient and healthy way. This is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to Power Minds. I'm Dr. Alex. I'm a social psychologist, and I bring you the best of social knowledge and social intelligence and of artificial intelligence. And today we're going to talk exactly about that. How can artificial intelligence help us to boost neuroscience to actually help you focus better? And it is my absolute pleasure to welcome Matthias Jehle, who is an innovator and a founder of a fantastic innovative company that is called Brnlit.ai. Check this out. We're going to talk about this innovation that will actually, I am convinced, help so many people. Welcome.
Thanks, Alexandra, for having me today.
It's a pleasure. So let's dive in with the first question. So basically, AI to leverage, as I understood, focus signals that will help boost concentration. Can you explain to us the technology behind that?
Yeah, certainly, I can. So our idea is pretty straightforward. So what we are going to do is we measure with such a EEG headband the brain waves of our customers. They would come to one of our onboarding centers, and there they perform some concentrated tasks while we are measuring their brain waves. This is state-of-the-art EEG that every doctor and every scientific study does. What we are going to do next, this is where the magic lies of our technology. We feed our AI with the measured brain waves of yours, and then we can detect when was your brain actually in a very focused state, and this is your individual focus signal that your brain waves like to operate on. Yeah.
Let me just summarize for the viewers. So basically you bring together something that has been established already, which was the measurement of brain waves. How, since when did that exist already? Just for people who don't know, like me.
Probably, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess in the 1950s already. This is a very, very old technology. Nonetheless, it took scientists quite a long time to identify which brainwaves are for which kind of activity. Like if you sleep, you have different kind of brainwaves than when you're concentrated or if you are creative. What we are focusing on is the brainwaves that help you learn, or let's say the brainwaves you're using once you are in a flow state.
Okay.
Because this is what we can then afterwards trigger in your brain, that state, with our technology.
And that is where the AI comes in, as you said, because you actually now bring together AI and that measurement of brainwaves in terms of analyzing when the individual, as you just showed with the headband, when that individual person is in flow state, you can analyze that with AI and therefore generate a kind of signal that will kind of create the same state again in the future. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. You might know neuronal beats or meditation or these kind of technique. They all aim to trigger a certain state in you. Like with meditation, you're more likely focusing on relaxation. Neuronal beats, they also aim to bring you in this focus state. But all of these ancient technologies, I would call it, they have the approach same size fits all. We do it personalized because we analyze your brain and when is your brain in the ideal state of learning. And
this
then
is
we can trigger that.
Yes,
Exactly.
And do you also think that's actually also, it's great that you brought these traditional techniques up, like focus music, like meditation, like white no noise, basically sound. Do you think with this technology that you are basically innovating at the moment, do you think you can combine those as well? So the focus signal with something like music?
I mean, all of those techniques have their right of existence, I would say, but you can compare it like maybe riding an old car versus riding a new EV car with
Ah,
brake assistant
okay.
and like that. So the background of our technology is based on a scientific study, also with participants. And it has been shown that we are way superior than those other techniques.
So it's superior, you mean it's more efficient, right, for the
It's
individual?
more efficient, exactly.
Because obviously, I mean, any individual will choose whatever he or she, prefers. But what you're saying is, if I understand you correctly, that it's more to the point for the individual. So you will quicker and in a more efficient way enter this kind of flow state, right?
Exactly. Let me give you one
Yes.
pretty simple example. How long do you typically meditate? 10 minutes,
For me, it
15 minutes?
depends.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
let's say if I have a good day, it's 5 minutes. If I have a bad day, it's 30 minutes. Let's say that as an example.
exactly. And with our scientifically proven technology, you need only 1 minute of our personalized light signal. Your
Hmm.
brain and your eye are immediately connected, so there is no filter in between. We use light waves to trigger your brain, and then after 1 minute of triggering process, you're immediately into your favorite learning and focus state.
And in that, like, for example, let's take me an example. If I use these focus signals or the focus lights, what it means actually practically is I would, so after having gone through what you just described, after having gone through the measurement that actually individualizes my personal focus signal, every time I'm about to engage in a concentrated task, like to study or work, I would put the light on my, where do I put it? On my head or my eyes or the face?
You're actually using our smartphone app, and you
Mhm.
turn around your smartphone, and we're going to use the camera light, and you just put it in front of your nose so that both of your eyes are benefiting from the light signal
Ah,
for
so
1 minute.
the contact point, so to speak, with the body is the eyes or it's the face in general?
It's the eyes.
It's the eyes. Okay. So
Exactly.
the signal arrives, the light arrives, and what happens next? Can you describe the process? So you're sitting there, you're about to go. Oh, let's take an example out of a work meeting. You're about to go in a work meeting and about to do a presentation where you have to really concentrate productively. How would you do it?
Yeah, exactly. Some people go for a walk outside, to connect and structure their thoughts. We still recommend doing that, having your own habits. But
Mhm.
before entering the room, spare 1 minute, engage into our app, be exposed to your personalized focus signal, and then walk in the room.
This is excellent. So it's kind of like a reinforcer of your personal frequency, let's call it. I know that's not the scientific term, but your personal frequency for getting into that high concentration, or how would you put it? High focus or high concentration state?
It's the focus state. We call it the
Focus.
focus state. It's actually the alpha waves, which are present at that moment. Um, Typically, they are more associated with being calm and relaxed.
Hmm.
Nonetheless, the scientific study has shown that we should actually influence them so that the brain kind of calms down and is super focused on your activities that you want to perform at this moment.
Ah, okay. So it's something, I mean, this is brilliant because you're reinforcing something that is already there in nature, let's
Exactly.
call it,
It's no
with,
drugs. It's
yeah.
just the shortcut.
Exactly. And have you, I mean, have you got other examples? This leads me to my next question exactly. What you just described as this high focus flow states. What are examples for our viewers? Now, obviously, we mentioned already two applications, but what are other sorry, applications? Like one was concentrated tasks at work, studying, obviously, for people who are watching us who are engaging in a long-term task or long-term objective of doing 3 years of study. What are other applications of this fantastic technology?
So our current market is definitely supporting students. And this
Mm-hmm.
is our main goal. We want to support each and everybody because we make it also affordable, this technique. We are engaging with companies so that they can offer this benefit for their employees.
Oh,
But
that's
another
excellent.
idea of ours is actually to help, for instance, athletes, be it real
Oh.
athletes who do sports or electronic sports, because
Mm-hmm.
in there, during the practice or even at a tournament, you need high concentration. And it is shown that most athletes are equally strong, but the one who is mentally stronger actually
Yes.
wins the competition, right?
This is exactly the point. I mean, on my channel, I'm all about that the whole time. It's all about the mindset and the way
Yeah,
in which you actually are able. This is one of the high success skills of, I mean, it has always been a success skill, but now in the new era where we all suffer from information overload and this constant temptation to be distracted, it becomes even more important. And as you just mentioned, the athletes, any high performance kind of work or job needs that because you need to have the ability in order to be successful to focus on one thing at a time. If you haven't got that,
exactly.
that's my conviction. I mean, if you haven't got that, then you will just be pulled in all sorts of directions, and we know what then happens. You just mentioned also the application for companies. I mean, people who are watching us working in companies, you know the problem. We are daily bombarded with so much information, emails, meetings, Zoom calls, and in that kind of environment, I mean, I can just imagine working in a company. It must be so useful to use that app.
I mean, even myself, I'm using it day in and day out because when you're in an open space and you're highly concentrated, you manage to
Mhm.
get in that concentration and you're working on something, then all of the sudden, who knows, who doesn't know that, there is someone next to you. Can I talk with you like for 5 minutes? And
Yeah.
yes, now I disconnected. Thanks. Okay, yeah, let's talk. And then typically in the old days, it took you a while to get again
To
into
get
your
back
concentration task, and studies say it takes up to 30 minutes to be back where you have been before
up to
on the
30 minutes.
concentration level. And now
Yes.
imagine using our app and you use it for 1 minute and you're back
Mhm.
again instead of 30 minutes. So then you can do the math yourself.
This is excellent because it saves not only you personally, it saves time for your life, let's put it like that, but also for the company. I mean, there's constant distractions, as you just outlined a nice example. You can actually help large populations of employees to get focused on their task. And that also in
Absolutely.
a, as you said before, in a natural, healthy way. It's nothing about, drugs or whatever. It's no medication. It's just re-enhancing the body, I would say.
Exactly. And talking about medication, I mean, there is also this order of HDD, right? Where people are
Mhm.
lacking focus or
Yes.
being able to focus. And I assume our technology could also be beneficial for them to find easier ways going into focus states in their day-to-day lives.
That is a very interesting one. And I'm guessing that there must be researchers already working on that case, right? In terms of finding out how this can even help people with ADHD or with other states in the brain that maybe inhibits this quick kind of focus.
Exactly. So this is a field where we are currently, yeah, paving new ground. We
Hmm.
cannot make any claims on this one, but just from understanding how the brain works and how attention works, we have strong signals that it's worth trying this other field as well and
Yeah.
helping patients in this field.
I have a feeling as well this will be very, very beneficial. to many different fields. So, dear viewers, check out the website. It's called Brnlit.ai. I will put it in the description of this video, obviously, and let us know in the comments what you think. Also, if you have any suggestions or if you have any ideas about this technology, you can always drop a comment, and we will leave, of course, Matthias, your contact details. So if you want to
Absolutely.
try it out, you can actually contact Matthias and he will give you all the information to actually try the app, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this was it for today. Be inspired, dear viewers, and thanks for watching. And thank you, Matthias, for the great interview.
Thanks, Alexandra.